Hello and welcome back to Socially Awkward. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after Jayce and Tom. No, well, it's when Jayce and Tom decided to go clothes shopping. And initially, it was literally just to go clothes shopping because apparently Jayce doesn't have that much clothes, I guess, or something. I don't know. It was also kind of like a pseudo date um, with just Tom and Jayce because, like, before that, when Tom was like, "Hey, Jayce, you want to go do this?" John and Rask would like tag along. So now it's just these two dorks, and things get a little saucy after Jayce tries on some clothes that admittedly make him look good. And it's kind of funny because, like, if you look at him here and even in the previous menu art, he kind of looks like a twink. But when you look at him with the new clothes, it's like, oh, he has actually some bulk to him, or at least he looks a little bit more filled out. So it's kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah. And like I said, stuff happened between these two. Stuff that you probably shouldn't have done, but like if you have ever been to any mall in the United States and there is a certain department store who is notorious for its men's changing rooms. So, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, that happened. But yeah, afterwards, Jace got all panicked because it's like, oh, we have the evidence on us. What are we gonna do? Everyone's gonna know what we did. And basically, they had to go and change. But yeah, so this is the aftermath. Anyway, so yeah, let's continue. Thursday, 5:20 p.m. Arriving at your apartment, you hurriedly climb up the stairs to fetch your dirty laundry, but not before peeking down to tell Tom something important. I got some tissues in the kitchen for that. Stain. All right. Just hurry up. It's gonna take at least 2 hours to get everything done. Checking the clock, you deduce that you'll be done near 8 o'clock. Okay. As you step into your room, thoughts and memories start to surface as you make your way to the laundry basket. Hey, there's a Glory Hounds poster. I mean, you could kind of tell what it is, but yeah, that's right there in the background. That just happened. We just sinned all over the changing room, in public, in the mall, with cameras everywhere, covered in my goop. Blech. Taking out a freshly bought set of clothes, your eyes glance at the size tag and take a second look as they focus intensely at the letters XL on the collar. It brings up a memory of holding Tom's shirt in your hand, with a needle and thread, sewing up a small vertical tear on the back. The shirt was only a large, and you remember Tom half naked covering himself with a pillow while watching TV. He was skinnier back then, but when he looks at you, he still has the same genuine, loving smile to this day. I hope Tom has a spare. A few minutes later, okay, got my. As you glance down the stairs towards the sofa, you spot Tom lounging there halfway dressed and messing around on his phone. He doesn't seem to notice you as you sneak a peek from the stairs at his toned body, his smooth sculpted abs, the firm yet plush like chest, and the line of his rugged, manly jaw. Each detail triggers recent memories of his lingering taste in your mouth. With the hunger of an animal, you subtly taste the air, hoping to catch the faintest trace of him that might have drifted away. No, stop! I'm not this horny. It's because of those. And those. And those. And those. But especially those evil, Tantalizing. Balls! You good? Yeah, got it all here. You point to your bag of laundry. Alright, let's go then. Tom hops off the sofa and swings his bag of laundry over his bare shoulder and starts walking out. Wait! Hmm? Where's your shirt? It's in my laundry bag. Aren't you gonna put on a spare? Don't have one. You run back upstairs. Thursday, 5:49 p.m. In a quiet room, emotions stir within you. You're witnessing a seemingly ordinary yet surprisingly intricate spectacle unfolding right before your very eyes. There's curiosity within them, a sense of knowing, a sense of wonder and excitement. The dance consists of a constant display of tumbling and turning, all performed in a small area, yet so efficient in its spacing. Each performer, distinct in color and size, moves with an almost otherworldly synchronization. Together they create a display of fantastical colors, supporting each other in a harmonious choreography. This captivating performance unfolding in such an unassuming corner is none other than the washing machine. Here you are, sitting on the floor taking in the performance as your nasty, sinful clothes get purified for another sinful day. Responding to his willingness to brave the cold without concern for his nipples, you grab the first shirt that you saw on the floor, insisting that he wear it, or you wouldn't go. Why do you own this? John? John gave you this. No. He left it at my place. Ew! Tom frantically tosses the shirt across the room like it's a diseased animal. I don't feel clean anymore. I'll be right back. Tom, do look good in pink. What am I doing? Why do I feel so awkward? You mean socially awkward? I just can't stop thinking about it. Hey, Jayce, let's go clothes shopping. Whoops, oh no, someone help. My clothes fell off. Whoops, I tripped. Now my is in your mouth. Guess I'll just suck it now. This is just going too fast. This is what they call post-nut clarity? No. This does not bother me. You just gave your best friend up? That's all. It doesn't mean everything's changed. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me a lot. Why am I lying to myself? Of course this changes everything. It's a page turned on my life. Does this mean we're boyfriends? Husbands? Am I pregnant? What if my parents find out? Where am I gonna live? How do I earn money? I'll never survive as a single mother. Do people still buy bathwater? Am I even pretty enough to sell bathwater? Something wrong? I think I'm gonna be extremely late-term aborted. Huh? When am I even going to tell my parents? Just tell them that you took care of things. It's not a big deal. Huh? My child! How is it not a big deal? This is a huge step in my life. Huh? It's only $6. Is that how much I'm worth? So cheap. Well, you only took one load. $3. Was I that bad? What are you talking about? The thing we just did. He slowly raises his finger and points at the washing machine. No! Do you really want me to spell it out? Yes? You're fucking with me, aren't you? We haven't gotten there yet, but I'd like to. What? No! Ouch. Was that not good enough? Oh, wait, that's not what I meant. It didn't mean anything? That's very cruel to say, Jayce. That's not what I meant. Bitch, be serious. After you made me wear that shirt, impossible. Besides, you're cute when you're flustered. Okay, I'll stop. Don't have to give me the evil eye. So, what's up? This is it. A chance to ask him. Does this mean we're husbands now? Am I pregante? Am I pretty enough to sell bathwater? I kind of feel Jayce would say something stupid like, am I pregnant? You take a deep breath and open your mouth and... nothing. Nothing came out. What exactly am I asking? Did you enjoy it? Of course he did. He right into my guts. Did I like it? No. That's stupid. That's not a question for him. Did I do good? He did. You're struggling to grasp what is bothering you. Are you upset? Are you happy? Are you in love? Are you constipated? Why did it taste so sweet? Nutty. Not only do these questions boggle your mind, but every word you know feels heavier. It feels like they must be chosen with utmost deliberation. What were you gonna ask me? Where'd you get that shirt? I'm such a coward. Oh, I grabbed it from your laundry before we started. There was no way that I would wear that pink thing all night. But it's dirty. It just smells like you. Unlike it. Pretty baggy. You're just skinny. Must feel tum-tum. I take it that you want to go out and eat something. Yee. Hold on, what about our laundry? We can't just leave it here. Sure we can. He knocks on them. These things won't open until it's done. We got an hour at most. Plus, there are cameras. You don't have to worry your big head. Looking at the cameras gives you a little bit of anxiety, reminding you that you ran out of the mall like sticky bandits. And we got an old security grandma over there. In the corner, sitting on a high chair, is a small, elderly, light brownish furred pug lady wearing a powdered blue muumuu with a cop hat on top. Tom waves her with a polite smile, and she waves back with a wrinkly, seductive grin. Thanks for the show, sweet cheeks. Anytime you want to take it off again, I'll be here. We should go. Now. Thursday, 6:12 p.m. You emerge into the heavily lit and fog-draped city, where the glow of the artificial lights battled with the mist, creating an otherworldly ambience. If not for the bustling cars passing by and the intrusive sounds of advertisements, you might think nightmare creatures were about to creep in and take a bite out of you. A chill descends from your ears to your arms as you walk alongside Tom, who appears unfazed, casually strolling alongst the chill with no concern for his nipples. You, though, very concerned for the welfare of your nipples, leans into Tom's arm for warmth. Brrr. I'm still not used to the city's fog. It's cold, musty, and I can barely see a meter in front. And it's salty. It's coastal city. Fogs are pretty normal for anyone that lives here. Just bring a flashlight. You're pretty much good. It feels like something might pop out from the fog and take a bite out of your flesh. What? Like that game that you immediately quit after 5 minutes? It was scary and you know it. Coward. I didn't see you finish it. Of course you didn't. You fell asleep while covering your face in fear. I did? Yeah, after I got to the diner, you already started to snore. In the distance, amidst the hazy cityscape, a warm glow emanates from a quaint diner, its inviting lights piercing through the thick fog. The aroma of comfort food wafts towards you, enticing your senses and sparking a shared curiosity between yourself and Tom. It's not a spooky, dilapidated, empty diner like in the game. Talking about Silent Hill. But the food's good here. Hopefully, it's not too scary for you. You playfully punch him on the arm and take a step forward, ready to head to the diner until... you feel somewhat underdressed to be eating out in public. Except for maybe Tom. He can practically pull off his baggy shirt effortlessly with his handsome looks. Anything he wears seems to suit him perfectly, no matter the style. Even when he's wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Tom. Don't tell me you're actually scared. Don't be scared. You can just cuddle up close to me. I'll keep you safe from the monsters. They'll have to go through me. My hero. You glance at yourself from a nearby window, clad in nothing but a sleeveless shirt, cotton shorts, a duck hat, and flip-flops. Jayce, are you ready? I don't want to go. I hate itchy clothes and the tags are bothering me. Sweetie, it's a dinner with your cousins. We're going to a restaurant. You'll have to dress appropriately. How come Cousin Kevin doesn't have to wear itchy clothes outside? Well... Your dad enters your room, noticing that you're still in your casual attire. His expression darkens, his frustration palpable as he glares between you and your mother before tossing the keys towards her and storming off to his room. Your mother picks up the keys, her expression stern as she turns to leave. Before she exits, she urges you with a shaky voice to dress properly. Everyone except your father went to that party. Don't you think we're a little underdressed? It's just a regular old diner. Nobody's gonna care what you're wearing. It doesn't seem... normal. Can't we grab takeout? Well, if you're uncomfortable dining in... It's not like I don't want to. Isn't it some kind of unspoken rule for dining in that you have to dress up? Trust me, you look more put together than a guy rocking a loose baggy shirt and pants. It's a retro diner. You know, the kind that oozes with nostalgia and stickiness. They typically serve breakfast menu. And today, I've got a hankering for pancakes. Pancakes, huh? Why pancakes? Isn't it a little late for that? Who says you can't enjoy pancakes for dinner? The breakfast police? Well, fuck them. I like pancakes for dinner, and they can't tell me what to do. You're always breaking the rules, Tom. Whenever you feel like it. Only the stupid ones. And there are a lot of them. Be gay, do crimes. Like, who says that you always have to wear swimsuits at the beach, or can't have breakfast for dinner? Those rules are made to be broken. You're right. You're in for a treat. They have the best syrup and whipped cream in the whole town. The door chimes as you enter, catching the attention of the lone, rotund waitress working the night shift. She pauses briefly before returning to her busy tasks. All the seats seem to be full until 4 large huskies rise up as they talk their way out with a holler and a whoop. Tom strolls in and casually takes in without a second glance. He sits across you and waves you to come. You follow suit and the atmosphere becomes more apparent. A table of Rottweilers chomping away on bacon and eggs, mouths wide open. A pack of wolves howls in celebration, like for a birthday. And just right behind Tom, a group of teenage girl cats with far too much makeup dressed like little frosty tots giggle and tease each other while taking selfies with their phones. The waitress, a large, broad lioness, who looks like she's seen far too much of life, approaches. She is wearing an old blue dress with white polka dots. A rusted bronze name tag hangs above a singular, pendulous, sagging breast stating plainly, Irma. You can see by the way her clothing fits her, and the way she walks, and by her face and her eyes, that she cares for nothing, and nothing cares for her. The scent of stale cigarette smoke wafts over from her as she hands you both double-sided menus. Flipping open her tiny notebook, she clicks her pen. She coughs out in a gravelly voice. "What can I get you, boys?" "Huh. Everything's all breakfast stuff. Bacon and eggs. $12 for bacon, eggs, and toast? With no rice and drinks?" Tom only glances at the menu briefly before handing it back. "I'll have the buttermilk classic. 2 pieces." "Too fast!" "And you, Stripey?" "I'll have the same." The waitress takes the menus and heads to the kitchen. You could have just told her that you needed more time to decide. I think it's rude to make her walk more. Plus she's old. And her existence looks pained. I've seen too many ladies like her. But since when did you become a gentleman? Always have been. I took etiquette classes before I moved here. Etiquette class? You? I would have never known. Hold on. You used to be in East Mal too. Isn't it mandatory? Oh, right. Yeah. East Mal has that state mandatory education for grade schoolers. Stupid dress code, proper postures, and manners bullshit. Did they force you to go outside and die in the sun to pledge your allegiance to the flag and the great leader too? Oh my god, yes. That stupid chant that they made us do every morning. How did it go again? It started something like, "The leader is good. The leader is great. We surrender our will as of this date. Na 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 leader, 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 Batman." That was definitely not the song. But the original had more or less the same meaning. Exactly. I've always hated it, so I just mouth along without saying it. Me too. But for me, it's a school uniforms. A button-up shirt and those ridiculous thick blazers? How can anyone survive in those? I had to sit next to the faculty room after every class just to cool off, since they had air conditioning while we were stuck with lousy electric fans. That must really sucked. But I thought Tigress schools were supposed to be an elite class. I wasn't talking about my first school. Oh, you transferred? More like expelled. You got expelled? For what? Bullying. You bullied someone? That doesn't sound like you. Hey, I was the victim. That makes even less sense. Well, it's possibly because I bit my teachers. You did what? And my classmates. Nom 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 nom. Somehow that doesn't surprise me at all. Hehe. I'm sure they deserved it. But can I ask why you bit the teachers? They were on the bully side. One of their kids even admitted to bullying me, and she just pushed the blame onto me, even got the whole faculty against me. Like, where's the justice? Yeah, I hear you. It's messed up how things work there. But you shouldn't bite people. Hey, haven't bitten anyone since 5th grade. Right, from that incident. But even before my stripes grew, I always ended up in trouble. I thought your stripes were the cause of it. Isn't that why you always hide it? My stripes grew out after I turned 9. It didn't matter in my first school, but it made it worse in my second and third school. I used to have a tuxedo fur pattern, remember? You did? We've been together for so long that I thought that you always had your current fur pattern. John used to call it a cum stain. Of course he did. What about your school? What was your experience growing up? My old school life wasn't as... exciting. Why did you just look at me like that? You know, the usual. Studying for a test, homework, school projects, coming home to learn the family business. Oh, so like resetting the breakers? The what? Nothing. To be honest, I don't like to remember that time of my life. Were there bullies? Did you have to use chair food too? No. I suppose in many ways I was blessed. Childhood. It felt like my home was always bustling with people. Aunties, uncles, cousins, fathers' wives, business associates, state officials. My dad was always throwing the most lavish of affairs, bustling with people. He would often bring me in, show me off, then push me off to my nanny, once seen and now best not heard. Have you ever been surrounded by people but still felt alone? The world can be laid at your feet, and you can still not know what you want from it. It's strange how one can be lonely in the midst of a crowd. That's how I felt there. Or would have if not for Nanny, Ella. Wait, you had a nanny? You gave me shit for having a maid to do my laundry? I was still a small child. You're a grown ass man. Point taken. For now. Was she nice to you at least? Yeah, did she beat you with a stick too when you mouthed off to her? I still have the bruises from 2 weeks ago when I made that mistake. Yeah, that does sound like Yaya Josie. She's not one to take any lip. No, Nana Ella wasn't like that. She had loved me better than her own. I vaguely recall the adults talking about how she had given up her own child. A baby son when her husband had died, and she could no longer take care of it. She had come to our house to become my nursemaid, but I was very spoiled because of her. Maybe she should have used a stick on you like mine did. Maybe. Maybe she should have. She had never taught me to think about her feelings, so I thought of her only as someone for my comfort back then. The way that you think of a fan in the summer or a heater in the winter. A blessing you appreciate and love only when it's no longer there. Looking back now, it is one of my life's regrets that I was not kinder to her for how much she sacrificed for me. You see a tear welling up on the edge before Tom quickly wipes it off and gave a half-hearted laugh. Shit, I'm drawing a blank. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Why am I so bad at this? Why are restaurants such minefields for the socially inept? Where are the goddamn pancakes? Your mouth feels dry as words shrivel and die as you grasp for something, anything to say to change the mood. Instead, though, without thinking, your hand creeps across the table and takes Tom's hand in your own. You twine your fingers with his and give him a reassuring squeeze. He squeezes your hand back and all feels forgiven. heavy plate of large pancakes drops on the table in front of you both. Well, ain't you two just a couple of cute as bug's ears? Orders up, hun. You can hear the waitress talking to herself as she turns to leave. Uh, where are all the best looking men, Ben? I need a cigarette break. As the waitress walks away with an indignant wiggle in her hips, you look down and realize you're still holding Tom's hand. Across the room, you see two police officers entering the restaurant, a tubby, buttered-colored Labrador, and his partner, a gaunt, sharp-looking German Shepherd. The two exchange words briefly, and the German Shepherd walks off to get a table. The Labrador adjusts his duty belt while glancing around the room. He suddenly locks eyes with you, and your dismay starts walking towards you. Little Jayce. You feel Tom begin to pull his hand away from yours. No. We will be homosexuals in front of the police. Remember, be gay, do crimes. You squeeze Tom's hand and hold it tight. No escape. Mine. Your gay ancestors look down in approval. Lewd. Sorry to interrupt, boys. I just need a moment of your time. I'm in the middle of an investigation and I'm looking for a missing person. Jayce, your mother mentioned that you're going to Loopworks, right? Uh-huh. A student was reported missing a few days ago, so I was wondering if you have seen this person. Officer Butters reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a photograph. He places it on the table between you and Tom. Her name is Amanda Threpp. She was reported missing by her roommate on Wednesday. Do you recognize her? Search query. Females. Scanning files. Really, Jayce? Really? One result found. File mom.png. Nope. Never seen her. Oh. I've seen her before in one of my classes. When was the last time that you saw her, son? I think I saw her in class on Monday. I don't remember seeing her in class since, though. Did she tell you where she was going? No, we never actually spoke. I just recognized her sitting in class. Her roommate said that the last she heard from her was in a text message that Amanda got in a fight with her boyfriend, and she hasn't heard from her since. Who's her boyfriend? A guy called Bruce Bugtrotter? He has quite the record of petty crimes, fights at school, shaking down his classmates, breaking and entering a bakery, disturbing the peace. We're trying to track him down, but we haven't had any leads to him yet. I bet he killed her. Let's, hope not. But the world's a dangerous place these days. He reaches into a pouch of his duty belt and pulls out a small canister and places it next to you. Here, take this. Don't let my partner know that I gave it to you. Can't have my little sister's son go out without protection now, can I? Upon closer inspection, you read the bold letters on the canister. Police Magnum Protective Spray. Is this lube? You quickly grab the canister and pocket it into your bag before the waitress gets any more weird ideas. Sergeant Butters reaches down to retake the photo and... the sticky table audibly resists his efforts. Bits of the photo remain on the table, an offering to the pancake gods. Anyways, you boys call us if you happen to see her, alright? You and Tom both nod and give your assent. The officer nods and makes his way towards a table near the entrance, where his partner is sitting with a pouty look on his face. I know you're mixed, but... wow. You've got a little bit of everything. Is he really your uncle? I can't believe you're Canaan. I don't know what you're talking about. Now I know you're really messing with me. He's not your real uncle, is he? Nah, he's one of my mom's childhood friends. My mother's side of the family was pretty tight-knit with the community back in the day. Ah, no wonder everyone is so friendly towards your mom. She's a sweet lady. Speaking of sweet, let's finish these pancakes and get back. Before someone steals our underwear. I don't trust the security grandma. But I thought you don't want to wear underwear. It's not my underwear I'm worried about. Friday, 1:45 a.m. Je t'ai convoqué. Je t'ai convoqué. Okay. Je t'ai convoqué. Wake up, you fool! Yeah! You topple off your bed to the floor headfirst, screaming as you jolt awake. Or at least, you think you were in bed, but as you glance up, all you see is a dark figure hovering in front of you in a familiar place. Somehow you've tumbled off here. Where am I? Who are you? I am. Who are you? I am. Who are you? I am Fox, your benevolent advisor. Advisor? Yes, I am your loyal advisor. Like a fairy wish prince? Oh, come on now. I know we are jesting, but let us stop the charade, dear Jayce. I'm sorry? Do I know you? Do you truly not know who I am? No? Why would I? Pain pulses from your head. Memories collide within you, as if two distinct pasts are battling to unite into one cohesive narrative. You find yourself recalling your dreams and each detail etching itself into your mind, with a vividness akin to a needle piercing a deep wound. The agony becomes overwhelming, driving you to bang your head with your fists in a desperate attempt to halt the pain. Thankfully, the torment begins to subside, though not before leaving a profound impression. You realize with a start that you've forgotten about the dark creature floating before you, and that this is more than a mere dream. It's a reality cloaked in the guise of a dream. Are you alright? Throw a book at him. Yeah. Bitch, did you just throw a Bible at me? Demon, be gone! What is wrong with you? First you forget who I am, and now you're throwing Bibles at me? I should say the same with you. You hit me with some kind of memory ray, and it hurts. The starfish! The starfish! It burns! The star... What? I did no such thing. Lie... As you ready yourself to hurl another book, a familiar sensation washes over you once more, confirming deep within that Fox speaks the truth. Who keeps telling me that you're not lying? Is it you? Simpleton, that voice is your own soul. My what? Your mortal soul, the essence of your very being. I have no soul. The nuns at school told me so when I bit her. Well, clearly she was mistaken. Your soul is here now. But wait, does that mean that I'm dead? No, I can't be dead. I still have so much that I needed to do. I haven't even done butt things yet. Heavens, grant me patience to reason with this imbecile. You are not dead. I simply invited your soul to have a word. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Terrorists? What is a terrorist? People who burn people's houses. That's an arsonist. Besides, it's been centuries since I last did that. Same thing. Oh Lord in heaven, give me strength. You feel a strong force lifting you off your feet and dropped onto a cushioned stool nearby. Meanwhile, Fox effortlessly glides to a larger wooden chair, its imposing presence dwarfing your own seat. Despite the shift in power dynamics, there is an aura of calm emanating from him. It's a stark contrast to the chaos that had erupted moments ago when you lashed out in desperation. I do not have time to play jester. Listen up. There is an infestation in your territory, and it's concerning that you've not taken any action to address it. I advise you to summon your wards and eliminate the threat before trouble escalates any further. Hold up. Let me take this in for a moment. You slap yourself in the face. Yeah, that actually hurts. Pray tell, what was your intention behind striking yourself once more? Making sure that I'm actually awake for this. The sight of one inflicting harm upon themselves is disquieting, to say the least. However, if you choose to heed my warnings, I can send you on your way. Wait a sec. Why are you helping me? I thought you didn't want anything to do with me after what happened last time. Nay, I proffer the counsel. As a Grand Magus, 'tis my paramount duty to advise all lords and rulers concerning any threat from Hell's domain. That nagging intuition is telling you that he's partially telling you the truth. Also, why is he talking like that? You're not trying to renegotiate your position by giving me a freebie, are you? Dude, I am not giving up my soul. Or my body. Or my purity. Although I think I've already lost that. So you can't have that. Rest assured that I have abandoned any pursuit of such base acquisitions. Base? So, what do you want now? 'Tis straightforward. Slay this ravenous creature ere it unleashes calamity. No. What do you want out from this? What a foolish question. Like the bard who embellishes his tales to captivate his audience, or the merchant who inflates the worth of his wares to secure a better place. Even the noble who boasts of his conquest to elevate his standing amongst his peers. Do we not all strive to present ourselves in the best light? Ugh. I am merely fulfilling my obligations as a magus. We magi bear the duty of shielding those dark forces from the world's gaze. As you have surmised, I endeavor to foster amicable relations with you. Though, admittedly, my agency in the matter is limited. Meaning, you wanna be... friends? 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 Friends, you say? I suppose after you slay the beast, we can bond over the fire. Fine. Wonder if you'll let me call him Casper. I believe it is in your best interest to ensure the security of your people. Am I mistaken? I guess that's part of the job? Can I let the police or animal control do it for me? I don't see why not. Summon the militia, rally your mages, reach out to the neighboring lords. Let them witness your cowardice, employing an army against a mere goblin. Did you say goblin? Yes, little man-eating creatures. How can you demonstrate your authority to the people if you cannot? A goblin. Yes, yes, a goblin. Pathetic weak creatures that feast on your liver. How can you demonstrate your authority to the people if you... A freaking goblin? Yes, a tiny, insignificant, bloodthirsty goblin. Are you done? No, you're not done. The moment he mentioned goblin, your mind starts churning out references from every game, manga, movie, cartoon imaginable of a little green-furred creature with a knife. Do they have green fur and blood-red eyes? I... I don't know. Then how do you know it's a goblin? The little bastard is emanating bloodlust ever since you returned. It's been waiting just outside my influence. Typical goblin behavior. They invade peasant huts to prey on the young first, growing larger with each meal until eventually targeting the parents. Do they carry large knives with them, by any chance? I suppose some might. It varies based on the nature of the individual goblin. Why do I perceive a significant amount of doubt? That'll depend on your next answer. If what you say is true, why hasn't it attacked yet? You persist in your mockery? The sole impediment preventing its assault is my presence, safeguarding the castle. You're welcome, by the way. Yeah, that's like basic newbie level storyline right there. Why is it getting worse? Next question. If I were to kill it, do I gain anything from it? Clearly, recognition and perhaps a bit of gold from the common folk. I'm in a video game. What? Why are you looking at me like I don't exist? Wait, maybe I'm in a coma or something. I think it all started when I passed out the first day while jogging with Tom. Did Truckun hit me when I didn't notice? Is that why I'm always surrounded by hot men lately? That means... NPC. Why are you pointing at me? Why does it feel familiar? Like being cursed by the village idiot. I gotta ask some game-breaking questions to get out of here. Why don't you kill it? Do you take me for a fool? To believe that your words alone could sway me to act according to your whims? Why should I squander my precious power on a domain that I do not possess? Typical NPC answer. Because you'll get on my good side? This realm belongs to you. My responsibilities extend solely to forewarning you of the lurking perils. Unless... Pass. Then so it shall remain. I believe it is time to return you to your chambers before I find myself devoid of any further leverage. And dignity. Wah! Lucky. Play it cool. That sounds so evil, you know. It is not a question of morality, young lord, but rather a necessity to keep danger at bay. Perhaps in time you will come to appreciate its wisdom. May 24th, 2024. Demon coughing and wheezing. Hi. This month, I have discovered I have sleep apnea. Hence, puts on oxygen mask to get better sleep. Pray for my weight loss. With money. That's all. Patreon here. I'll wait. Well, okay. He is either in a video game or this is just another dimension. This reminds me of the ghost that he first encounters in his apartment that says that he is a lord. I'm wondering if that ghost is the one that belongs in this alternate dimension with Fox, Fox Mulder. Um, and he just somehow ended up there, and now Jayce is somehow crossing over to the other dimension. Also, did anybody notice that once in a while Jayce's eyes would get like the evil eye glow? I believe it's his right eye. So if you're looking at the screen right now, it's on the left. Every once in a while it'll turn red, like the not the iris, but like the inside part, the black part. It turns red when he's talking to Tom about certain stuff. Usually when it's like, oh, like I don't know, blah blah blah, 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 blah. When he's thinking to himself or when he's getting angry, it turns red. And it does happen in the scene where Tom goes like, "Well, don't give me the evil eye." Like right before that, it's red. What else? What else? It is interesting to note the family dynamics, which I mean, we're getting like little snippets here and there, where Jace's mom was the good parent, and Jace's father was the unstable, prone to anger parent. If I recall correctly, Jace's mom is the where he gets his cat genes from, while the father is where he gets his tiger genes from. Because Jayce is a hybrid of cat and tiger. In case that wasn't apparent. Um, what else? Also interesting to again note the whole thing where Jace's mom is like the good one, or at least the nicer parent in this dysfunctional family, because she is the one that is apparently very well known within the community and very well loved, whereas the father is probably the one that they steer clear from. It's like, oh, are your parents home? It's like, no, only my father. It's like, okay, I'll just come back. I'll come back later. I don't want to talk to your dad. Um, Probably not going to end well when the father finds out that he's not only talking to Tom again, but that he is homosexual, basically. That he is in homos with Tom, or with anybody for that matter. Um, so I kind of get maybe that this is why Monchi is currently focusing on Tom's route instead of, again doing like, oh, we're doing Tom today, we're doing Macon today, we're doing John, we're doing Rask. It's literally just focusing on Tom because Tom is the one that's easiest to allow you to get backstory about Jayce and why he is the way he is. And again, the whole thing with the mom saying like, like please change, and then the father coming in getting angry and then just deciding not to go. It's like uh, it's instilling these deep-seated worries and anxieties in little baby Jayce, that oh, you have to be properly dressed if you go out, or you have to do these things if you're going to do this, or stuff like that. It usually things like being socially inept, well, not socially inept, but the the things going on with Jayce right now are they stem from his childhood, and his dad and his mom and him and whatnot. Anywho, but yeah, so what are your thoughts? This is admittedly a little bit of a better update because I mean it's still silly, it's still a little uh, lewd in a way, but it does give you a little bit of backstory. So backstory is always welcome with visual novels, with stories in general. It helps explain his weirdness, his goofiness. Like even the goofiness is stemming from the fact that he doesn't know how to. He has too much anxiety to really be able to behave in a bit more of a normal fashion. I mean, you could be silly, but like you can tell that this is compensating for something else. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, write down in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching/listening. If you would like to play socially awkward yourself, you can do so by going down into the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page. Where you can download the game and play it yourself, or you can just go to itch.io and download it yourself. And they do have a Patreon and a Coffee, which you can um subscribe to or donate to. And For the Patreon, you get early access to Builds of Socially Awkward and whatever else Monchi has on there. And for coffee, it's probably just, if you want to help. If you want to either help the project out or if you want to go like, hey, I enjoy your visual novel. It's fun to read. I mean, I think it's fun to read because, you get to be goofy when you're reading Jayce. But yeah, so anyways, so if in case you want to support them, then there's that. There will also be a link down for my coffee and my throne in case you want to, help with that. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.